Excuses, excuses, excuses. You should have never been in this position, USA. They should have won everything. 9 points from 8 games. Tell me just how good you are, US men's soccer team. Tell me, I'm waiting. Because 9 points from 8 games in the Hex is terrible. This is just terrible. You know what I'm saying? Appalling. Like, come on. This is terrible. This is just ridiculous from the US men's soccer team. First, they had to qualify for the Hex. And they were in the 4th round, grouped with Trinidad and Tobago, Guatemala, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Mind you guys, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently ranked 173rd in the world. Guatemala is ranked 131st and Trinidad is ranked 99th. The USA, one of the largest countries in the whole wide world and one of the most populous countries in the world, is ranked 28th by FIFA. So it makes you think, does the FIFA World Rankings mean anything at all? Because if a country like St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who ranked 173rd, is going to make it to the 4th round, that's really, really good for a team that has maybe 2 professional players. I think his name is Myron Samuel and Alex Anderson. These guys plays for Seattle Sounders, Alex Anderson. But all the other guys are like amateurs. These guys, some of these guys go to school, some of these guys are fishermen, some of these guys are farmers, some of these guys are unemployed, and they just say, hey, you want to play football? Come, let's go to the USA and let's see how we would play against them, you know? And they even let in a goal versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Alex Anderson scored that goal. I remember that goal like it was yesterday. But they trashed SVG 12-1 across the 2 legs. In the 4th round, the USA's results were 6-1 versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 2-0 versus they lost versus Guatemala, 4-0 in the return leg versus Guatemala, 0-6 at home when they visit St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my homeland. Then they drew versus Trinidad and Tobago. Note I said they drew versus Trinidad and Tobago at home. And they defeated them when the return leg came back to the United States. So they lost 1, drew 1, and won 4 against teams who are way, way, way below par when it compares to the USA. Like, that's our expectations, you know. But they gained 13 points from the 4th round, and with 6 games, right? Yeah, 6 games, they should have gained 18 points. You know what I'm saying? They should have won everything. They should have won everything. But then they qualified for the Hex. And they were grouped with, well, the Hex has Mexico, Costa Rica, the USA, Honduras, Panama, and Trinidad and Tobago. But you think, okay, they will be in the top 3 like with at least 15 points by now. But no, they only have 9 points from 8 games. Guys, I'm not lying. 8 games, 9 points. That's 1 point something point per game. Like, that is horrendous. That is ridiculous, man. Mexico has already qualified. Costa Rica is on the brink of qualifying. Panama has 10 points. Panama is doing just a little better than the USA. 10 points, which is still bad. 10 points from 8 games. And Honduras also has 10 points from 8 games as well. So it's just terrible. It's just terrible, man. And they're only ahead of Honduras on goal difference, you know. But so far in the Hex, their results in the Hex were, at home, they played the Mexican team. They lost in 2016. Then they visited Costa Rica and lost again 4-0. Not even a 1-0, 4-0. Then in 2017, they defeated Honduras 6-0. Panama, they visited Panama, they drew 1-1. Another terrible result. A game they should have won at least, you know. Then they went to Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago visited. And it was a 2-0 defeat for Trinidad and Tobago. Then they visited Mexico in the Azteca. I could remember that game. And it was a draw, 1-1. That was a great result for them. That was a great result. Or else they would stuck on 8 points from 8 games. Then the last international break, they lost at home to Costa Rica, 0-2. Hey, come on, you are home. And everyone is saying, oh, why did they play the game in New Jersey? They should have played the game where there's a lot of US fans would come out to support and whatnot. And there was mostly Costa Rican fans at the game. But come on, guys. This is the United States of America. You can travel state to state. You're not banned from going to New Jersey. Rally, come together. Come to New Jersey in your numbers. Support the team. Fill up the stadium with all USA supporters. Like, come on, that's no excuse. You know what I mean? Lower the airfare or something. Oh, you have a ticket to the US men's soccer team match? Okay, half price on your airfare. The USA Football Association would, you know, cover the rest. Like, come on. Excuses, excuses, excuses. You should have never been in this position, USA. Now you have Panama and Honduras fighting you for that last automatic place. You're not going to catch Costa Rica. I don't think they're going to catch Costa Rica. But you have Honduras and Panama looking to knock the USA out of the World Cup like completely. And you cannot take your eyes off Trinidad and Tobago. What if they come good in their final 2 games and defeat the Mexico and the USA? It can happen. It's football. It's football. They play the USA at home. And you remember when they played them at home, what happened? It was a draw. If they're able to achieve a draw versus the United States at home, they would miss out. I think they would miss out on the automatic qualification place. I think they will miss out. You know, they are dependent on Mexico to help them. They are dependent on Panama to assist them. They are dependent on Honduras. They are dependent on their results. The way their results come out, you know, USA is dependent on that to even qualify directly and to the playoffs. And let's not even talk about the playoffs. You make it to the playoffs is not going to be easy. You're going to face SYRIA or Australia, and these teams are coming all guns out for the USA. If it's the USA, they're gonna come even harder. I'm telling you, they're gonna come even harder because it would be, you know, they would feel so proud to even knock the USA out of, you know, the world, like qualifying for the World Cup. But the last game against Honduras was a draw, 1-1. They visited Honduras and they drew 1-1. So from the last 2 matches in the break we just had there, they gained 1 point. Horrendous. 1 point. Appalling. 1 point. Sad. But they still have hope. The last 2 games is at home versus Panama, which would be like a potential semi-final. Like, if they go and they screw up and get 1 point from this game, they will go on to 10 points. And Panama would go on to 11 points. So they're still behind Panama. Then, Panama plays Costa Rica. If they go ahead and get another point from that game or even defeat Costa Rica, they will go on to 14 points or 12 points. And the USA versus Trinidad would be a must-win. A must-win. But I think Panama has a better goal difference, I think. Panama is looking to take that last spot, that last qualification spot. Because if they drew against, if Honduras and Costa Rica draw their game, Costa Rica will go on to 16 points, Honduras will go on to 10. It's confusing. These permutations are really confusing, but they depend on Costa Rica. The way Costa Rica plays against Panama and Honduras will determine if the USA qualify. Costa Rica say, you know what, let's sit back and let's play. Let's not go out to play. Let's try to screw the USA team. Let's just go out and play for draws. They play for 2 draws. They go on to 17 points. They qualify. Yeah, hooray. Congrats, Costa Rica. But then they held Panama and Honduras. Honduras also has a game against Mexico, so that's not going to be easy. You know, so that puts their World Cup qualification in doubt also. But Panama's games against the USA and Costa Rica, can see them pick up 2 points. If they pick up 2 points and the USA pick up 2 points, well, you know they will qualify and the USA would be in the playoffs depending on how Honduras play. It's going to be tight, guys. It's going to be really tight. You know what I'm saying? I could put all the permutations together. It's still going to be tight. You know what I'm saying? It is going to be really, really tight. The USA is not waltzing down easy street when it comes to World Cup qualification. They are not. They're a team in crisis right now. They are a team in crisis. Guys, tell me what you think about the current situation, about the US men's soccer team. Let me know if you think they would qualify directly or if they will make it to the playoffs. Right now, man, to be honest, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know. I will not put my money on the team right now. Because 9 points from 8 games is terrible. It's really bad. I will not put my money on the team right now. Will you put your money on the team? Comment down below. Let me know, guys. I just wanted to discuss a little about the US men's soccer team and their current situation. Is Bruce Arena doing a good job? You know what I'm saying? It's debatable. It's really debatable. You know what I'm saying? I like Jurgen Klinsmann because he's German, he's innovative, but you know, they're stubborn in the USA, man. They're stubborn. They don't even have a promotion and relegation system set up. You know what I'm saying? They don't. You know, and the Major League Soccer is like the more marquee players in the league are like old, I don't want to say washed up, but old players, you know, above 30 who came in from Europe to try to play out the rest of their career and gain some dollars in the meantime. Pay low, you know, so it's hard, man. It's hard to say. If you're a US soccer fan, just comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you're not a fan, let me know if you think that as well. Let me know if you think they will qualify for this World Cup. Guys, that's all I have for today. I'm rambling on. I'm ranting. But thanks for watching, guys. And until my next video, I would like to say peace out.